All right, 7th graders, the second part of lesson 7.2 covers what's called the distributive property. The distributive property. I want you to think of a dealer when you're playing cards. A dealer distributes the same number of cards to each player. Okay? This is kind of like that. This is distributing this 2 to each number that's inside of the parentheses. So whenever you see a number outside of parentheses, or you see this pattern, a number, then parentheses, and then an expression inside the parentheses, you multiply the number over the parentheses, or distribute the number to each of the terms that's inside the parentheses. Okay? So, this means 2 times 5x, which is written out here in expanded form, 2 times 5x, and 2 times negative 3. Remember, one of the reasons why it was really important for you in 6th grade to insert a plus sign in front of the negative sign is to make it plus negative 3, right? Instead of minus 3. This is why. Because you're doing 2 times negative 3. Okay? 2 times negative 3, negative 6. Alright? And it's even more important if this was negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 3 would be positive 6. If you didn't see that negative sign, or you treated this like 3, you'd probably make a mistake there. Okay? So, 2 times 5x is 10x. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. And now we can simplify it and solve it. Add 6 to both sides. So 10x plus 0 equals 20. Divide both sides by 10. Cross off the reciprocals. And x is 2. Right? Let's do some practice. A couple more practice problems on this. This is from your assignment for tomorrow. So you copy these down. Let's start with number 10 from your book. 3 times n minus 2 equals 36. What's the first thing we should do here? Insert what, Dylan?
Plus sign.
Insert a plus sign, right. To make this 3 times n and 3 times negative 2. Draw those arrows over the top of the parentheses. Draw the arrows over the top of the parentheses. Okay? Then solve it. Finish solving it. That should be the next thing you write, where you wrote. That should be the third line. And the fourth line, so you can check your work. So you should have all of this in your notes for the assignment for tomorrow. Okay? Let's do one more, number 14.
That was number 10.
Yes.
Number 14. 3 times 2x plus 1 plus x equals negative 39. What should we do first on this one? Hunter.
First of all, you should probably multiply over.
Right. So draw these arrows, or draw those lines. That helps you remember to distribute the 3 to each of these. That means multiply, right? 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. Now, once you multiply, that gets rid of these parentheses. You could put the parentheses there yet. And you don't multiply the x over the parentheses because there's a plus sign in between. You only multiply if the number is right outside of the parentheses. The parentheses, remember you learned, means multiplication. So we don't need those parentheses anymore. The parentheses mean multiply. So we're done with the multiplication. We can just add another x. How do we simplify that then? Isaac?
Wait, simplify.
Yeah, you said it.
You just made 7x.
Yeah, this is 6x plus x. We can move it around because of the commutative property, because it's plus. So we can simplify this to 7x plus 3. Now we can go over to the other side, because that equals negative 39. And we can solve it. Add negative 3. Notice we have to add negative 3 because this one is negative. So what is this? Negative 39 plus negative 3. Don't pull out your calculators.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Keyshawn? Negative 42, right?
Yeah. Oh god.
Equals 7x plus 0, which is 7x. Divide by 7. Cross out the reciprocals. And x equals negative 6. Okay? So, when you see the number outside of parentheses, what should you do, class? Multiply.
The outside number to the inside.
Yeah, multiply over the parentheses to each number inside the parentheses.